Yes, you are not dreaming, Crystal Palace fans. We have absolutely bullied Brighton at the AMEX to beat them 3-1. A much deserved victory for Palace against our fierce rivals, as well as bragging rights. And Glasner wins his first game against Brighton, his first ever game against Brighton. Easy win. What a game it was. Welcome back to Luke Talks Palace, where today I'm chatting about Crystal Palace's easy 3-1 win over Brighton. A win and some amazing performances. You can see the smile on my face. Drop a like on this video, Crystal Palace fans, for that huge win. As always, if you are new here and enjoy the content, please feel free to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or follow if you're watching or listening on Spotify. It's really appreciated. Comment as well. Come on, Palace fans, let's give it up the Palace. So let's dive into the video and dissect Crystal Palace's performance against Brighton. First, let's talk about our three goals, which were all class in their own way. First off, we have gone from a team who are struggling to score set pieces. I think we maybe scored one last season and it was a questionable one. We've gone from that to scoring at most of our set pieces. We are set piece FC now. Things you absolutely love to see. CHALOBAH managed to get on the end of a Hughes cross and fire it into the roof of the net to make it 1-0 in the first half. Can we just take a second to appreciate just how good Will Hughes' corners have been this season? He whips them in perfect spot, and we have some towering defenders who love to score. That's CHALOBAH's second goal this season already. We were on a really good spell. We had some really good momentum just the 10 minutes prior to our first goal, and if we had not scored then, I don't think the game would have gone the way we wanted. I think momentum would have swung back Brighton's way. So it was a crucial goal, crucial time. Things you love to see. You're going to hear that a lot this video. Our second goal was also class. Mitchell manages to get on the end of a ball from Lamptey. I don't know what he was doing there. He misjudges the header completely, leaves Mitchell completely open on the left wing. Amazing cross for Ismaila SARR. What a cross. SARR, to make it even better, SARR beats Lewis Dunk in the air, that club legend, and scores to make it 2-0 Palace at the Amex in the first half. Amazing performance. We go into half-time 2-0 up. Exactly what you would have wanted. 1-0 would have been a bit shaky, but 2-0, there was confidence brewing. For me, the third goal was my favourite. After being under the cosh for most of the start of the second half, like the first 15-20 minutes, we started to grow into the game, and Nketiah managed to knock on a header to SARR, who easily tapped it past Brighton's club legend in Lewis Dunk, and just scores. Complete carnage in the away end. Lewis Dunk, mate, this is a personal message. I think you may want to consider retirement after that performance. Since you come back into the Brighton side, they're rubbish, and maybe you're to blame. It is so sad that the beginning of the end of your Premier League career came against the club you hate in Crystal Palace. SARR still had a lot to do in that one-on-one, but he calmly slotted it past the goalkeeper. 10 minutes left as well to seal the win. Three very different goals, but three very good goals, with SARR emphasising just how effective he can be. Class goals. Let's talk about Brighton's consolation goal, which was a slight shame as we deserved the clean sheet, and it was a preventable goal. They crossed the ball in from a corner and Henderson kind of tries to punch it out, kind of drops it. Someone then boots it into Gay, who has no clue it hits him, goes straight into the back of our net. That's two very unlucky own goals for Mark Gay this season. Really annoying, but you know, it is what it is. At least that goal came late on and didn't give them any momentum, you know what I mean? It was also really nice of Palace to gift Brighton a charity goal. We felt sorry for them. We were humiliating them at the Amex. So it was quite nice for us to just gift them that goal, don't you think? Now, after that performance, I really do need to shout out a fair few players, a fair few Palace players, of course, because so many were on top form. And for me, lots of them have written themselves into Palace folklore with top performances against Brighton. For me, this was CHALOBAH's best game in a Palace shirt. I didn't think he put a foot wrong at all. He got a goal, and honestly, he was always there whenever you thought Brighton were going to, have a good chance to score or anything. His stats really do sum it up. 8 clearances, 2 block shots, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, and 3 ground duels won. Great game, great performance. Dean Henderson has definitely shown his critics that they were kind of wrong after another pretty much perfect performance. His 2 saves in the first 20 minutes of the second half were world class. And if we had conceded either of them goals or either of them opportunities there, momentum would have massively swung Brighton's way because it would have been 2-1. That fingertip save around the post, world class, really good goalie. And just the passion he shows after the game. How can you not love Dean Henderson? He's really, really becoming a Palace favourite, in my opinion. Hughes and Lerma, both class again in that midfield. They had a lot to do, especially in that second half when Brighton were overloaded in midfield, but they did really, really well there. Eze, I thought, had a really good first half, especially defensively. His movement was class. It saw Mitchell get more space on the left side. That was crucial for the second goal. And Eze was dropping back, receiving the ball in deeper pockets than he probably wants, but doing really well with the ball there. It was really good to see. Defensively, really good as well, tracking back, all you want to see. For me, Ismaila Sarr is currently our biggest threat, and he was man of the match, just in front of CHALOBAH. Two great goals from Sarr, showing his ability with his feet and his head, surprisingly. He also defended really well, and his pace terrifies any defences. We're really good on the counter-attacks with him in the team. Shout out to the whole defence just whilst I'm here as well. Just, I'm not going to name them all, but it was a really good performance. For me, Mateta did okay in the first half, but he did have some heavy strapping on his leg, so I do wonder if he was carrying maybe like a part injury, like a really, really small injury. It was not a shock to see him subbed off in the 60th minute. But in that first half, he did do enough to kind of cause a bit of pressure on the defence, terrify them a little bit, what we needed in that first half. Anyways, on to the man of the moment, Oliver Glasner. His first ever Palace game where he's taking on Brighton, huge game away from home. And he's the first Palace manager in years who's gone to the Amex and gone, I'm going to get the 3 points. He's not gone, I'm going to go for the draw here. He's absolutely gone for the win, and that is the exact mentality I want from a Palace manager. He is a class above from the managers we've had over the years. I will always appreciate what Hodgson did, but I think for next level, Glasner is absolutely perfect fit. And even after the game, he said 1 point a game is not good enough. We need to push on now. I just love that mentality. He showed no fear for his tactics in this game, and they were perfect. I absolutely love this bloke. More so, many may have questioned Nketiah and Kamada coming on in like the 60th minute or whenever it was. Personally, I know I was slightly worried when I did see them subs. We were under the cosh before they came on. Like, Brighton had all of the ball basically in our box. It was ridiculous. We were being overloaded. They were creating more and more decent opportunities. And, that was expected after us getting a 2-goal lead. But we were soaking up far too much pressure and we were kind of becoming a bit of a mess. However, Kamada and Nketiah came on. We had no attacking threat in that second half before them. And they both pushed us up the pitch. They both gave us attacking threat. They held onto the ball when they needed to, gave us a bit of time to get out of our own box. And their passes together were good. Really, really good performances from both of them. They showed that they have good qualities and they showed that coming off the bench, they can do work for us. They can do really well for us. It was really, really nice to see. To me, they definitely proved they both have something to offer. They were also quite physical against the Brighton defence. They gave it back. They're not the strongest blokes, but they did. I'm so gutted Nketiah didn't score that opportunity. And yes, he should be scoring it. But I'm positive based on his overall performance that he has something to give us. People with Kamada and Nketiah are looking at the price tags too much. Stop thinking about the price tags. Just look into their performances and they are improving. Nketiah did so well in that second half. He got the assist as well, winning a header in the air for SARR to push on. Really, really good to see. Yes, I know he should have scored. I do. I completely understand that. But you can't just be judging his performance based on that opportunity because he helped us in that game. If Kamada and Nketiah didn't come on when they did, Palace would have still been sitting all the way back and we would have conceded. There is no question about it that these two subs changed the game for us. A huge win. Now onto the Cup on Wednesday against an Arsenal side who are a bit inconsistent at the moment. Who knows what can happen? I know Palace will go full strength. Will Arsenal when they've got the Premier League to worry about? That's one defeat for Palace in 9 games in all competitions against some huge sides with some really big away fixtures in there. It is such a good feeling to embarrass Brighton at the Amex. Let's get that like, guys. Come on, get a like for that Palace win over Brighton. What a fun video this was to make. Now Palace can hopefully push on in the league, perhaps get to that semi-final in the Cup. Who knows? Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's really, really appreciated as I try to get to 300 subscribers. If you're also listening on Spotify, any follows or 5-star reviews are massively appreciated. Anyways, guys, it's been an enjoyable video, my best so far. I will see you later. Up the Palace.